I am a tired mum of a autistic child who likes to pull down his nappy every single morning and make a big mess, and the washing is on again. How many times do you wash your kids' sheets? This is what we're going to be talking about today, and also the summer holidays. So basically, my son is autistic. He has newly been diagnosed with epilepsy and on some medication. Now, this medication, we're only giving him like half at the moment because he needs to build up for it. What we have seen is that he's going for a number two every single morning. And so, this is something that, what was it, may go away, I don't know. But yeah, it's he's wanting to take the nappy off as well. Is this a development thing? Does that mean that he's ready to learn to go to the toilet? Or is it just that he doesn't like the feeling and it's a sensory related like issue? So he is going into year 6. So this is something that we are going to be talking to his school about and hopefully getting some answers and a plan in place. So my son had his first seizure last September. I was at work, funny enough, working in his school, and I got a phone call, and I was like, said, "Oh no, you need to go." What was it? Because your son is going to hospital. So rush home. We took my son Matthew to hospital because he had. Well, I didn't see it, but he had a seizure basically. And after that, he had another one in December. And this one was a big one. It was a tonic one. And basically, I sent him, I got 999. And basically, the hospital didn't do anything. Roll on to this year, he had 2 and actually 3. Yeah, one in well, New Year's Eve. Then he didn't have one until, what was it? I think he had one in February, possibly, or no, March. And then, but we didn't really. It was only a very small one. But in May and June, he had one, and I basically went to this parent support group and I said, "What can I do?" And they said, "Just take him to the GP." On the second go to the GP, I showed them the video and they said, "Oh yes, we have to refer you." But it was very hard. What was it for us to get believed by some professionals, and that especially those who work closely, say with us and that. So anyway, he's now on this new medication, and we are feeling a bit more happier because he seems to be a bit more happier in himself. Now I don't know whether that is because he's on the summer holiday break, or this tiny amount of medication is doing him like some good, even though the side effect is like he's doing a poo in the morning and it's like he's pouring his nappy down and it's going everywhere. We have got a candle in this room, and it means that we can monitor him when I'm like, say down here and that, or doing other stuff. He's been okay, what was it? We've been out and about and stuff, and like today, Tuesday, we are going to like my mum's. I've got a dentist appointment. So, and then tomorrow we go into Fairy Tale Farm, and then after that, I don't know what we're doing. Friday, the car's going in for something, and then hopefully Friday evening they will be going over to their nannies, and I and my husband can have a little break. This is something that has always happened, but it's getting less and less now because he's getting older, and so what was it, the the high needs and stuff. So yeah, I know I haven't done a video for ages, and basically it's because I've been so busy. I'm hoping to do more, and that's the day trips I'm gonna just do like clips of like the shorts and that, and maybe just do one video a week when I talk about, like, now we're talking about autism and being a parent, and that, like, with a son with autism and newly diagnosed with epilepsy. It's scary to think that he has epilepsy, but this seems to be very common in those who are on the high care need. I don't like to use the word like severe, but that's what it is. And what was it, with this medication his behavior could change and that as well, so we need to keep an eye on it when he's on the 6 meals a day. That's in the morning and in the evening. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I will be giving you updates once a month on that, just how we are coping as a family and stuff. We was planning a holiday, another one, but that's not going to be until next year now. So we are very aware that with epilepsy you have to be careful with flying and stuff, and we just want to make sure that he's stable enough to go on a plane for like 4.5 hours. So it's a bit, it is Spain, but it's somewhere else in Spain that we will be going. Can't tell you too much, but yes, in due course, probably next year that will be put on here possibly, but it may not, so you have to wait and see. So I'm doing okay. Rebecca's doing really well on her in her new school. She had a great I saw reports and that. So yeah, life is good, and that I just wish I could make more videos. It just seems that like every time I try, something comes up and that. And also like the fact that when I go out now with the kids, I'm a bit more aware of, kind of like how social media is at the moment and with AI and stuff. So I have decided that, they may be in videos, but they may not. So, but this is like my decision, and that they are 10 now, so they had their birthday, and so they are getting older and stuff. But I definitely will be talking more about for like example, the issues that we have and that. As parents of 2 autistic children who have got very, very different needs and that. So yeah, basically let me know in the comments, do you have a child or children with autism? Do they have different needs and that? How do you cope as a family, especially in the summer holidays? Like tomorrow we are going to a farm, a fairy tale farm. And they've been there lots. They got a new bride there and stuff like that. So I probably will do a review of that. Maybe take some clips and put some, stuff in. We went to Tomley Hall for their birthday. They really enjoyed that. So I will be doing another video, hopefully, say next week. And to tell you all about our trips that we have done and put in some clips and that. So anyway, if you can do me a favor, guys, 80 something or 90 something of you are not subscribed. So if you are enjoying the videos and you think, oh yeah, Michelle's not too bad, to follow, then hit that subscribe button. It really helps. I would love to get up to 500 subscribers by say Christmas this year. So we got we got a great amount of subscribers already, and if you have watched this far, then thank you very much. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. And why don't you watch this video here? And we got a playlist as well, and the subscribe button is just there. Take care.